Like,
Oh, heck nah.
what?
Just look at my thing.
What?
Maybe.
You probably did it in like landscape.
What the heck's going on with this? I don't know what's going on with this, but check. Y'all there? Man, I don't know what's going on with this. Uh, cheers. What up, Daniel Barry? What's up with to the riders out there, man? Mile high salute. Uh, I don't know what's wrong with the phone. I don't know what's going on today, but let's talk about this. And I'm not gonna keep everybody too long. So the AFC West, what's up with it, man? What's good with it, Funds? Mile high salute. What's up with it, Ride? Shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody out there, man. Happy Wednesday. Sorry about the aspect of not being able to do the midway Wednesday show, box day business. I don't have the laptop right now. I got to get that up and running. So my bad to the homies and everybody that's been asking. What's up with the Who Ride and Sev? We about to get back to normal scheduling, but to be honest, we kind of have situations right now. The homie's in jail right now. Y'all write the homie letter, Who Ride. He's in YouTube jail, and I don't have a laptop no more. So that's what it is. So I want to talk about this, bro. I came across a video on TikTok, and it was giving real analysis about the AFC West, right? And it kind of got me super excited for the season, bro. Because when I think about the AFC West, all out war, homie. Every team has a coach that's been to a Super Bowl. Everybody in the AFC West got a coach that's been to a Super Bowl. Now, there's 3 teams that have won a Super Bowl. And every team in the AFC West has suited up to go to war this coming up season. Now, it's not far-fetched that somebody can dethrone the Chiefs, right? And one big reason why I say this, because this was a big question on TikTok. Can the Chiefs be dethroned, right? And when I think about this, I'm going to give you my honest opinion. The Chiefs can be dethroned because of the simple fact is, bro, I don't see them actually. They took steps after the Super Bowl shellacking more than the other teams in the AFC West, LA Chargers and the Broncos, right? And even the Raiders. But I don't think the Raiders right now are in a position to compete for the division. I think they're the weakest link in the AFC West, and that's not hating. That's just because I don't actually have faith in Geno Smith as a quarterback that's never won a playoff game. I don't have faith in that aspect that they get it right with Geno Smith. I see Geno Smith as a quarterback that's kind of like subpar, like average. But Geno Smith also can be a terrible quarterback also. So he don't really give me faith. But I think the core of the Raiders with their tight end, and then they have the running back that they drafted and just different players. Max Crosby going to set the tone for the defense. I just see their quarterback play going to be the situation that actually keeps them down. But they have souped up where they got a little more powerful. So I see the moves from the Raiders. I know I Raider hate a lot, but I have to give credit when it's due. I see little bits and parts of the Raiders being stronger. Now, when it comes to the other teams, Broncos country and the Chargers, I feel like them teams are set to actually dethrone the Chiefs. Now, to me, Broncos country probably had the best draft. The off-season play, like the additions and the draft picks that they actually brought in. Sean Payton is kind of setting it up to really go after the Chiefs' head. Now, you could say you're ludicrous in thinking this, but football don't stay the same, homie. Football don't stay the same. Let's just be real. Since football's been around, stuff changes in the NFL. And this is the thing. I think now we're in a time frame with Patrick Mahomes. It's going to be the hard stretch of Patrick Mahomes' career. So now people actually see how you can beat these Chief boys, them getting shellacked in the Super Bowl. I believe that Broncos country got the formula and to be able to dethrone these dudes. And I think you start seeing the division actually start turning over. You know, I don't know. Like, this is my honest truth about the Chargers, right? They got a good core. They got a good coach. They got Justin Herbert. But then again, it's the Chargers culture to choke that away. So my thing right now, I'm thinking about this. Does the Chargers really have what it takes to dethrone the Chiefs? They have the players. They got the quarterback. They got the coach. But in their culture, can they really take that step? I don't know. We'll have to see. But I know this. They will play some tough games. And I don't believe this is just an automatic Chiefs division as we speak. I believe the firepower from other teams are catching up to the Chiefs. I believe it's going to be all-out war for this division. And every AFC West team out there, to be honest, to be 100% truthful, you guys should get excited about the upcoming season because this division is going to have some crazy-ass games that you're going to want to tune into, man. You're going to want to tune into these games because to the end of the season, it might be the 12th week. It might be the week that divides the games. Like we have a game with the Kansas City Chiefs Christmas Day, and that might be the game that we're fighting for the division with the Chiefs. Can I say this one more time as a Bronco fan, homie? To all my Broncos country out there, to my riders, to the real ones out there, this is the first time that people are starting to take note on what the Broncos are doing. I'm seeing it all over. I'm seeing people that were just hating the last couple years starting to see what Sean Payton has developed in the foundation aspect. And you're starting to see primetime games to the Broncos. So is a lot of people starting to notice? Because you can't deny the truth. We can't deny the truth. The Broncos have got strong in all aspects of game, bro. The defense alone, and this is where I get back to why we can actually dethrone the Chiefs. Our defense is going to be lights out, homie. This is a defense that is going to be on the category of the good defenses of the Broncos, right? And I look at this, bro. What did they do? They souped up the whole secondary, homie. If you go back to the Super Bowl in 2015, Super Bowl 50, right? What won the championship for Broncos country? It was having that secondary. Chris Harris Jr., Talib, TJ Ward, Stewart. It was having that secondary, bro, that you couldn't throw on. And then having the defensive line, and we got ball hogs on the defensive line, creating pressure all across the board for Broncos country. I see players that actually can contribute to pressure all across the board, and you try to throw on the secondary that the Broncos have created, I see very, very, very good things coming to Broncos country, homie. So when I look at this, I look at the schedule, bro, and to be 100%, I see 11 manageable wins, homie. I see 11 manageable wins. You're going back to the playoffs. I don't see a sophomore slump like people are saying for Bo Nix. I don't see that, bro, because this is the thing is with an offense, homie, that was set to be one of the last place offenses in the league, you didn't have wide receiver big names, right? And Bo Nix did enough to get them wide receivers to contribute. Enough to get in the postseason, bro. They went to the playoffs in the first year of Bo Nix. And now you soup up and you got them fools and gave them a run game. You gave them wide receivers. You have one of the better offensive line in the NFL. And you got a defense that's going to be top 3, if not one of the best defenses in the league. So, yeah, there's all this. The culture has switched dramatically. And I see the Broncos pushing for the AFC West. I see the Broncos actually pushing before the Chargers, bro. I see the Broncos pushing the Chiefs before the Chargers as a whole because of just the culture aspect. I don't know if the culture's changed with the Chargers, bro. It's the same old Chargers. And I don't have confidence in that franchise. They do have talent, but I don't have the trust that the Chargers are actually going to take that leap. I think Patrick Mahomes kind of owns that aspect because for a long time we've seen people overhype the Chargers, homie. For years. I'm saying years the Chargers was supposed to take the division from the Chiefs, and it's never happened. So when I look at it, why have faith in that? So the next team that's on an uprise, and when you look at this Broncos team, you can't deny that the Broncos are on an uprise, homie. They got the core piece in Bo Nix. They got an aspect. They did something and ended a streak and went back to the playoffs. And now you have the second year with a lot more firepower. So yeah, it's not fair. It's not a far fetch to actually believe the Broncos can take that leap and take the AFC West. I know Chief fans are not going to want to hear this, but you can't live in outer space for eternity and think that Patrick Mahomes can't get rattled, because I don't see really the Chiefs actually getting stronger. I think the Chiefs take a step back. I think the Chiefs take a dramatic step back, and now it's time for these new aspects in this new era. This is the first time since Patrick Mahomes came in the league. There's talent all across the board. Let's be real, homie. Let's be real. Let's be 100%. Patrick Mahomes kind of had a division that was weak. There was not really a lot of talent in this division since Patrick Mahomes came into the league. One big reason why this fool kind of ran the division is because you're not really having all this talent to compete with this dude. Now you have talent all across the board, homie. And it's a good feel, bro. Like, to Broncos country, bro, like, get ready for the new era with this team, bro. The new culture, it's switched all the way dramatically, homie. I don't know what's wrong with this phone, bro. What the hell? Let's see real quick. Am I upside down, y'all? Chargers gonna be Chargers. Broncos country all day, every day. Forget the rest, respectfully. What's up with it, Radas? What's good with y'all, man? So yeah, when I look at it, bro, like, you have headhunters all across the board, bro. Like, there's no reason, homie, from what the Broncos did last year to go into the playoffs since the Peyton Manning era, bro. Go into the playoffs since Peyton Manning era. You understand, when Peyton Manning left the Broncos dramatically fell off the face of the earth. And they were trying to get back to that aura that Peyton Manning actually brought to this team. Peyton Manning brought such a clutch mindset that you just automatically expected Peyton Manning to win a Super Bowl, bro. Broncos country was trying to fill them shoes, homie. Broncos country was trying to find a quarterback, and that's why we had a carousel in Broncos country with the quarterback play. One of the biggest drop-offs with a team, because you can't just fulfill Peyton Manning's shoes, bro. He was on a whole different caliber. Regardless if you're a hater or not, regardless if you don't like the Broncos or not, Peyton Manning, he brought the mindset. Yeah, the no-fly zone was a big part you can't take from him, and that was probably the ultimate reason why the Broncos won that Super Bowl. But Peyton Manning brought that veteran pro mentality to this team. One of the best to ever do it, bro. And he brought that mentality of what it was to be actually a winner, homie. When he was here, there was not even a thought process that the Broncos were not going to win the division. You lose a player like that, you're going to drop. I say this all the time, homie. You got to get back to that mentality of being a winner. You got to think we can win. You got to think we have a championship roster. It has to be in your mind. It has to be in your heart. You have to believe that shit. But since Peyton Manning left, What was Derek Wolf and all these fools saying? What was Bo saying? Nah, we don't win too much, because they started thinking the loser mindset. They really didn't have it in their heart they were going to be able to win. They went into these games not really having trust in winning, because the culture just kind of just spiraled out of control. It was a roller coaster. And this is why I say this, bro. The best decision since Peyton Manning is bringing Sean Payton in, bro. A real coach, a coach that understands what it takes to win, and actually getting a real coach. That dude turned the culture of Broncos country dramatically. He turned the culture dramatically, bro. He made decisions that a lot of people didn't even understand. And let's be real, there was a lot of people that were like, nah, that's not a good decision. No, we don't have to do that. But Sean Payton showed you why you have to do that. Because in order to actually get to a place where you're competing with these top tier teams, you have to make decisions that's going to be best for the squad, best for the team. Regardless of how you felt, how I felt, this dude knew what it was to actually build the culture and build a new culture of winning. And now you have the corner piece of a solid roster, homie. You have the foundation of a solid roster, bro. You have the foundation of one of the best defenses in the league, right? Carrying this squad. Because let's be real, bro. This defense can go up against any type of offense. This defense, last year alone, homie, we had holes all across the board with this defense. You bring players in, right? That fulfilled the positions that was the crutch of the Broncos for so long, and you bring key players to fulfill that. You took a top 5 defense, and now you're building it to be a top 3, if not the best defense in the league. In the league, bro. In the league. I'm sorry to tell you, we got the best defense, if not the best defense, a top 3 defense in the AFC West. So when I look at the division foes, yes, everybody got stronger. I feel like, except the Chiefs, everybody got stronger. But we have the defense. I'm sorry to tell all you fools. We got the defense. We have the defense in the AFC West to dethrone the Chiefs. Because just like the Eagles in the Super Bowl, we can bring that pressure and put this boy on his back. And I'm sorry to say, there's a lot of people that are getting older with the franchise of Kansas City Chiefs. His dependable tight end, bro, is getting older. What's up with it, my homies? Malhai salute. What's good with it? The dependable aspect of the Kansas City Chiefs, their key player for Patrick Mahomes, the comfort blanket, is getting older. He was not too much contributing last year. He was getting older. Didn't do absolutely shit in the Super Bowl. So you think, as a Bronco fan, when I go into this and I know what defense I have, you think I'm scared of that anymore? That goes out the window, bro. The players know this shit. The players in Broncos country, the no-fly zone 2.0, we're gonna rename this, right? They know that shit. They're not scared to play Patrick Mahomes in that older roster. Broncos country definitely is not scared to play anybody in the NFL, homie. No, this defense alone is setting the tone. And now you have a quarterback in Bo Nix. You got a quarterback in Bo Nix, right? That's already has the veteran mindset. Let's do a quarterback and wide receiver camp. Veterans do that, bro. He's already surpassed his age, bro. You give him the defense that's going to hold him down, and he plays like he did last year, above average, with new wide receivers, with a new run game. And let me ask the people that don't believe in this shit. All that formula, the culture turning, you don't believe Broncos country got every aspect of well-rounded players, to coaching staff, to personnel, to culture, to dethrone the Chiefs, homie. You know what I'm saying? Let's go Raiders. Nah, let me see. I don't see the Raiders really being. I think they're the last in the division, Marada. Shout out to you, but the Raiders got a lot of stuff they have to handle, bro. Like their defense is not too good. They got Geno Smith. That's the critical aspect. You got Geno Smith. Geno Smith doesn't put fear in nobody. Till you get the quarterback right, you have the key players. You got a good drafts. But until you get the quarterback play right, nobody's going to take that as really competition. Broncos country, a Bronco fan looks at the Raiders, and it's not nothing to fear. It's not really nothing to fear. The quarterback is not a person. He's not that guy. Like, that's all I'm saying. The core pieces is there for the Raiders. They got an excellent tight end. They got an excellent running back. Geno Smith is boo-boo, bro. Like, I just got to be real. Geno Smith has never done anything in the league, and there's nothing for me to look into Geno Smith and really actually say, hey, I'm confident this guy's going to take the division. No. You know what I'm saying? I just got to raise, let's fade. I just have to stop it. I grew up in 5 points with you at the same time. I got juju on you. Huh? Let's go Ray them for the ticks. My guy, what's love? My G7 knows Raiders got this. Yeah, there's nothing about the Raiders, my homie. Raiders definitely, they don't. There's nothing about the Raiders. The only thing I say that's a bright spot, Pete Carroll's going to build a solid roster, but the Raiders got Geno Smith. I mean, he's never won a playoff game. He's never ever. I don't even think he's actually in an era like consistently won a division. So that's why, like, until you get a real quarterback, until you get a real quarterback, bro, the Raiders will be probably last in the division. This is between the Chargers and the Broncos taking the division from the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Chargers and the Broncos are going to take the division from the Chiefs. The Chiefs are dramatically falling. They got slapped up, and they got slapped up viciously in the Super Bowl, bro. Nobody bounces back in the percentage of Super Bowls. If you get slapped up and murdered, you don't really have a chance to actually bounce back the next year. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Broncos have the formula to take the division. The Chargers have the formula to take the division, but the Chargers are the Chargers. We don't. Their culture is terrible. Like, we have to be honest. Like, stop it, guys. Let's just be honest. I know a lot of fans. Acting like Creamy was gonna be the same forever. Let's just be real. We have to be real. Like, come on, fans. We have to stop this ludicrousness. You know what I'm saying? If you're a Charger fan, bro, I don't. There's nothing that you ever should. They suck after formula going just like Creamery. We have to be real, bro. The Chargers, they don't have a culture of winning. They got Jim, but like, look at dude. They have Justin Herbert and can't even get to an AFC championship. And now they have a coach. And I don't know if I should believe this into this Charger. So now I look at the real logic in this. My homies. Broncos country all around has the best formula. We have a Super Bowl winning coach. He got his quarterback that did amazing last year. A rookie with no wide receivers, supposedly, took them to the playoffs in his first year with the defense that was top 5, homie. And they had 2 dramatic position groups that was iffy. Safety play and linebacker play. Safety play and linebacker play, right? And they were still top 5 in the league. And now you gave them ball hogs in both of them positions, right? Yes, we heard about the injury, but that was like clickbait, homie. That was like clickbait. He's Drew Greenlaw. He's going to be ready for the season. And then you have Fangtonga, the safety, Brandon Jones. You got Riley Moss. You got that young rookie from Texas. You got Patrick Surtain. And then you have defensive line, DJ Jones, you got Cooper, you got Bonito, you got Zach Allen, you got ball hogs on that defensive line, homie. Teams that play us, you're gonna actually have to game plan for a pass rush that is headhunters. Like, you're not going to be able to get away from that. And now on this new addition with these players in the secondary of Broncos country, it's going to be a lot of interceptions, because we know when you bring pressure, quarterbacks that fluster, they throw interceptions. This is about to be, you can't throw on this defense. I'm sorry to say, man. And then you got Bo Nix that got a confidence like no others, bro. You got a quarterback and a rookie that don't even care about rookie mistakes. He came in and he was already seasoned. This boy was already seasoned straight out the draft. He was already, because you know why? He already had a lot of years in college. He was seasoned. Touchdown. Mims, touchdown. Touchdown. Franklin, touchdown. Cortland Sutton, touchdown. Vele, touchdown. And now you gave him more firepower, bro. Broncos country's coming for the division. There's nothing you can really do about it. It's inevitable. It's like when you say Jesus. I believe people love me. Creamer, you like Creamer Reed. I believe the Raiders. I don't know where the Raiders would actually come or coming. I know that they have to come out the basement. That's all I know. They have to come out the basement, bro. They do, because they've been in the basement since the 80s. So they have to come out the basement one of these days. Like, can we get a Raiders team that actually puts fear in somebody? Because I don't know where they went from the old 80s. I don't know where they've been. But they have to come out that basement. They got to. Because we want as Bronco fans also, homie, let's just be real. We want the Raiders to be good. We want the Broncos to be good for the clash. Boom. We want that clash. We don't want to beat up on the Raiders and know that these fools ain't been shit since the 80s. We want to have some good-ass Raider hate Bronco weeks. We want to turn up, bro. We want to turn up. It's a love-hate situation with these Raider boys, and I want to have a good week. You know what I'm saying? We're the real West Coast, man. If y'all the real West Coast, bro, they're not representing the West Coast right, because they got a lot of losses since the 80s, man. I got to say that, man. But hey, Chiefs. What team's taking your cookies, bro? Because it's about time. It's about time that one of these teams take your spot. One of these teams taking your spot, Chiefs. It's coming. You can't be on top forever. And the way you got slapped, bro, in the Super Bowl. Was it exposed? Did the Eagles expose how you beat these dudes? Because if they come playing like they played in the Super Bowl, hand it over. Hand over the rifle division, AFC West division leaders, the Kings. Hand it over to Broncos country. We're telling you, come back to the rifle owners of the AFC West. And when I say the rifle owners, I'm being like 100% truthful. Like, hand it to the dudes that actually been holding this division down since the 80s, bro. You got to hand it over. You got to hand it over. Hand it over to the rifle AFC West Kings. Hand it over. Mall High salute to the Riders, bro. Hey, lots of love, homie. It's going down June 1st. June 1st. You know what it is, man. Come show some love, bro. We out there. We in here, man. The Roxy Theater. It's going down. Mall High salute to the real ones. Let me know if you still need tickets. Tickets are already sold out pretty much. But we ready to grab? Yeah.
Deuces.
Big Seb, can I come? Hey, now for real though, bro. My homie. Yeah, you pull up, Brody. Yeah, everybody's invited, homie. I don't care where you from. I don't care if you're traveling. let me know, bro. Hit me up. I'm gonna hit you with a DM. We have just a very few amount of tickets left, homie. I don't have no more tickets, you know what I'm saying, for my personal. But I still got ways to get tickets, bro. So Box State Business, small high salute to the riders.
Dinner.
You know what it is, man.
Time.
Let's go. Hey, y'all have a lovely night, man. Go Broncos.
It is dinner
Queen's
time.
calling, man. See, Queen always knows how to get my heart. She got food ready. You know what I'm saying? That's why I love my Queen, Bronco Queen. Hey, Queen, tell these, let these, what's going on this year in the season with Broncos?
I'll talk about that later. It's dinner time.
Damn. All right, my homies, small high salute. Let's go. Y'all have a good night.